So, just hand out the mic. My name is Lisa Eckersley. I'm a lead integration architect at Capgemini. I've been at Capgemini for just over 20 years, worked and delivered a range of integration solutions across a variety of accounts and sectors. And today I'm going to talk about application integration and APIs. So the business challenge around APIs, how that leads us into an API first or API-led architecture, the requirement therefore for API management and Capgemini experience in that. So the business challenge. So large organisations already expose and consume APIs, we know that. We've seen the prevalence of Netflix, Spotify, Uber, and how they've disrupted the marketplaces. Although with recent Uber's news, hopefully they're going to disrupt in a slightly better way, ongoing. Integration has changed. It's changed from traditional on-premise to cloud-based. At the very least, it's cloud-based. But more and more APIs are becoming the default integration approach. Businesses need to grow their customer bases, they need to grow their engagement with their customers to stay relevant in this digital economy. And they can't do that with yesterday's integration approaches. So a McKinsey report has said that the social networks and social networking has increased sort of agility and speed levels that companies need to keep up with. So they suggest that there are 4 key areas that businesses need to excel in to keep up. Those are digital product innovation. So, for example, the car insurance industry, with the trackers in the cars monitoring how people are driving, to then adapt their insurance premiums accordingly. Seamless multi-channel, so that is digital and physical working together. So the classic example, of course, is reserving an item on your mobile phone to then go and collect that from the store. Understanding the customer's behaviour, so understanding their buying habits and knowing how to cross-sell to those customers. And automating and digitising your business processes. So it's acknowledged that digital and day-to-day IT need to work together, and APIs allow that concept to happen, that concept of two-speed IT, which leads us into an API-first or API-led architecture. So Gartner describes two-speed IT as to run stable, mission-critical systems using conventional approaches and methodologies, and to explore, adopt, and adapt to new opportunities of agile, fast, just, safe enough techniques. And it's those 2 speeds that give us the richness that allow APIs and businesses to thrive in this new digital age. So MuleSoft's definition of API first or API led is a methodical way to connect data to applications through reusable and purposeful APIs, developed for a specific role, such as unlocking data, composing data into processes, or delivering an experience. So this graphic here shows that two-speed IT. We have the systems of record, the traditional critical core systems that companies use, your finance, your HR, your CRM systems, and those systems of engagement. So customers can connect with your back-end systems through a variety of locations and channels. And we're seeing that changing more and more as well, where the user interface and the user experience is not just by the keyboard. It's obviously through voice with Google Home and Amazon Echo. And even now, even with the rise of those, I myself don't even want to use my Sonos app anymore. I just want to talk to Alexa and tell her to play my music. So APIs are changing everything. These systems of record may only change annually or for legislative reasons, whereas these systems of engagement, the access in those systems will change weekly, daily, or even hourly. So the transformation towards digital is an iterative approach, particularly for those traditional businesses. So there are mistakes to be made, and there's a concept of fail fast. A retailer, for example, has developed a mobile app that was built in a complete silo to their physical store, and the customer experience it just wasn't there, so they had to redo it. So how are we going to manage all these APIs? How do we know what customers want and how well they're working? This is where we need API management. So, what sort of conversations are we having in Capgemini? So we know that APIs are already out there, they're already in use, but they need to pay for themselves. They need to have relevance, and they need some controls, and they need to have business benefits. With API management, this mitigates the challenges associated with managing those APIs. So there are several benefits around monetization, analytics, documentation management, and throttling. So monetization, it's not always just how much are you billing a customer to use your API. It can be a developer using API, or you're buying an API from somebody else, such as PayPal or a postcode lookup. And analytics, this is where it's really relevant for customers. They're using your APIs. You want to know what they're using, when they're using them, for what reason. You need those analytics, and that cross-selling again comes into play. You can understand what they're being used for. With API management, you've got inbuilt documentation, almost self-documenting. So straight away, a developer or a customer using your API can see exactly what that's going to do, and you're reducing your time spent talking to these guys, and therefore spending more time developing better APIs. And throttling. So with the Twospeed IT, the back-end systems can't necessarily handle the volumes that your APIs can handle. So you need the API management level gives a good layer for throttling. These tools, you can govern how much and how little you use of them, which features you want to use, and this is a business-driven decision. So how do you know which API management tools for you? So I recently have carried out an evaluation and a product selection for a customer. I chose 6 vendors from various parts of the Gartner quadrant, actually, just to give a variety. The 6 were assessed, paper-based assessment, downloaded trial versions, having a little play, and we decided on our top 3. Now those top 3 were invited into the customer to give demos, and the reason why that was relevant is because this customer already had APIs out there. They were managing them via spreadsheets. The onboarding was using spreadsheets, and it was a long drawn-out process. So they knew which bits of API management were important to them. So these 3 vendors came in and did a demo, actually using a couple of the customer's live APIs. So then we had the top 3, and we were able to rank them, and then we overlaid onto that other sort of non-functional areas such as availability of resources and things like that. And there's more details in my LinkedIn blog, slight plug there. So that's fine. APIs are changing the standard of conversation. And omni-channel. John Lewis has said that it's not about omni-channel. It actually still is shopping. Well, this is still integration. It's just a different way of looking at it. We're changing the way we look at integration. The speed and volume of change means that we need integration and architectural governance more than ever. We need to look at the culture and the mindset of the organisation. We need to help them understand that you can fail fast, and that APIs do need an obvious use. You don't need to just produce APIs for the sake of it. So we can say API first, but it doesn't mean to say every single thing needs an API. So we still need that architectural kind of overview. We also need to measure what is important. So we still need security, we still need volumetrics, we still need to be able to throttle, we still need monitoring, and we still need to have controls when those APIs go live, even if those controls are leaner or quicker. Got another blog. So we at Capgemini, we're working with customers to initiate this journey through APIs and API management, helping them control those APIs that they've already got live or ones that they might already be thinking of. We've got alliances and relationships with key vendors. We've implemented APIs and API management solutions across a range of sectors. So the example I gave a moment ago about the vendor selection, what's important to them, we reduced their customer onboarding for API usage from 2 weeks down to 6 hours. That's really important to them. It means the customer onboarding team can focus on actually looking after the customer rather than shuffling paperwork. We have a key differentiator. I'm sure you guys have already seen the Enterprise iPaaS demo in the partner village. This gives you an API, a hybrid integration platform with integration, monitoring, and service management at production-ready standard. So, as we know, integration today can be delivered by anybody. We've got business users creating APIs, we've got developers creating APIs. The APIs may be developed by people that aren't in your company. So we need new governance models. IT are losing the grip on owning this integration. So if not all developers are in your company, we need to understand what they're doing. We need to have sort of controls around that. So we in IT need to be the enablers of integration, not necessarily the deliverers. They're business-led. We need to work with the marketing departments, the sales departments. We need to work together to create best APIs and best API management solution. So APIs, they need industry knowledge and